Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Criminally Underrated Podcast. I'm very, very lucky to be with my lovely guests, two-thirds of Parachute For Gordo. How you doing, alright?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good. So this is going to be a little bit of a special podcast because we're going to be looking exclusively at your record that you have just released. When did that come out?
Was it March?
Mid-March, yeah.
Okay, cool. So, and basically you've done videos for each track, and that's what we're gonna play today. So, so why all the videos for?
It's Laura's fault.
It's my fault.
Yeah, it's totally Laura's fault. Well, I always think, like I think every band does this. Like, wouldn't it be cool if we did a video for every song on the record?
Yeah.
And then we were just stupid enough to do it, and we just followed through on it.
But the videos are really, really good. So, did you have a set thing in mind when you were, coming up with the ideas, or did you have the ideas of the songs and then come up with the videos? How did it work?
I think we sat with a pen and paper. Do you remember?
Yeah,
we
yeah.
Had, like obscure, like we almost like. So the whole point of a music video is you get to execute like short film ideas.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of like little ideas around characters we know in the area. And just little like, almost like camera technique ideas.
Yeah, techniques, yeah.
And we thought, makeshift sort of tripods and things like that. And it would come from one small idea. And then,
yeah, because pretty much every video's got a gimmick. Like everyone was conceived as, oh, this is the one that's about like that, either character or technique that we were going to base it around.
And we just wanted to ask as many. Well, I always usually do ask as many people as possible to
this is true,
pull me a favour and be in it, lend me the space.
Yeah. Go crash the parties.
Yeah. Exactly. And then the whole budget was like zero.
Yeah, it was very little, wasn't it? I don't know if you actually added up, we spent maybe £100.
What do you think?
At the very most, with like petrol to get around.
That's it.
I bought some goggles to try for like slots. And
a paddling pool.
Yeah, and some selfie sticks.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, paddling pool. Yeah, that was a fiver. Come on.
Pushing water.
And cannons as well.
Yeah.
That was pretty expensive deal, man.
Right, yeah.
So no expense spared then.
Yeah, exactly. So whatever we need, we'll buy it. Because we need these 6 things.
So where's all that stuff now? Is it like, have you got it in your back garden?
Yeah,
like a paddling pool?
Yeah, the paddling pool stayed up, but like Mrs. really enjoyed it. It was my summer last year as well.
Nice. Well, it's got a lot of reuse value. So yeah, totally. So I guess we should watch the first one. Now we'll just do like a little bit of it, so we won't play the whole video. So unfortunately, you've got to buy the record. This is the thing. You've got to buy the record to see the whole thing, because if you get a download code with it, don't you?
Yeah.
Get the film. So I'll put the link in the description for that, and we can do that. So we can play little snippets of it. So what's the first track called?
The Jellied Eels.
Jellied eels, or just
jellied eels? Just jellied eels.
Yeah. I've got a long history on this podcast of getting things wrong and mispronouncing names, and so it's I'm a professional, so that's why.
Professional getting names wrong.
yeah, exactly. All the best professionals do. Jellied eels then, right? Let's do it. so that was Jelly Deals. That was really cool. How did you get this sort of effect underwater? Like, how did you?
So this is like one of my stupid ideas. This one,
Yeah.
Like, because no one believed me. No one thought I could pull this off either, right? So I got my phone and I wrapped it up in cling film. And I put it in a paddling pool in my garden. But it's annoying because it had a tree in it. But actually, I think the tree what makes it work because I was picturing like this blue sky.
Yeah.
But then the tree was there. I couldn't get rid of the tree, so I was like, okay, let's put it in the corner of the shot. And actually, I think it grounds it. But yeah, and it totally worked. And everyone was like, "You gotta break your phone. Your phone's gonna be broken." And even I was a bit like, when I was unwrapping it, every time I wrapped it, I was like, "Does it still work? Does it still work?" Oh my god. But it did still work.
So it still worked. Like that's pretty good. So cling film then. Who knew?
Yeah, because it's got kind of like a hazy kind of feel to that shot, and that's because of the cling film. Like in some shots, it's cleaner than others, and it's just kind of luck. But in the way that we edit it together, there are flashes of the clean that come through. I think it looks really cool.
Yeah. I really like the. Tell me about the confetti in it as well. Did I see confetti?
Yeah, because that was confetti cannons that you got, didn't you?
Yeah, but it was quite a technical feat because obviously the whole track is sort of 4 minutes long, but we had to because the frame rate was like 254.
Yeah.
And so so it was actually done in 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So we
so we sped it up, which I really like. If you ever get a chance, speed up Jelly and like just listen to it because it sounds mental. It's really good. And so you listen to this one and like so you're like, okay, at 7 seconds shoot the thing, but then like you shoot it too late or miss. And so we have 3 cannons. My wife was shooting the cannons, but one shot we thought was ruined because the confetti got all over the lens. And then that was the shot that we actually used the most in the film. That's the one washing colours over it.
Yeah, that was
like
great.
the broken shot that we thought was the one that I was freaking out and like
And I think like for the beginning of the film, I wanted like this unobvious starter because it's quite a sort of powerful like post-rock track, and you could go so many sort of more obvious ways down that avenue, couldn't you? So, but we always have this like tension and then also quite joyous things. So I think it's quite. That.
It's kind of like our most restrained trap almost.
Yeah.
And like, because it's just like broods and it kind of peaks, but it never like goes over into like kind of release of that properly. It kind of just holds it.
Bit of a tease.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, no, I really like that. I really like that track as well. I kind of liked. I kind of like. Was that a dog I saw in there?
Yeah.
Was that?
That's my dog. And she was like, and that was the point of that cue was so kind of went off.
Yeah.
Dog go in the pool, but my dog wouldn't go in the pool.
Yeah, because
she loves
cold.
it. Obviously loves going in water, but this time I was like, shove her in, and she was like, no, I don't want to.
It was a really hot day, and the water was really cold. I mean, she was just like, nope.
Well, that's what they say. Never work with children and animals. So that's your dog then, right? Okay, cool. So she wasn't like traumatised by the experience or anything like that.
Well, maybe she was.
She got all cold after just putting the towel.
Oh, poor thing. Right. So what's the next one then? What we going on to?
Next is the unpronounceable anemone to manatee.
I'm not even going to try that. Anyone who's followed this like knows my history of like right. Say it again one more time. I'll try.
Anemone to manatee.
Anemone to manatee.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Nice.
There you go.
Everyone has problems. Even we, when we come up with it, we constantly would cock it up like saying it.
I'm not going to try and say it again. I've said it successfully once, so like I'm not going to say it again. We had a Dutch guy on called Yuri, who is a really good friend of mine, and he came on with like some really unpronounceably hard like artists to pronounce as well, which was yeah. So anyway, on with the track, on with that track that I managed to say. Let's do it. was fucking hilarious. That was really, really good. That was really, really funny. Like, just when the dude takes his top off, it's just like, you know, that was really, really good. I really enjoyed that.
You know that works.
So how did you come up with the idea for that one? Like, what was the thinking
This was
behind?
mostly your idea, isn't it? Because you had like the desire and the need to see Ricardo dancing.
Yeah, who's a fan of the band.
Yeah.
And like most people at gig venues will sway or a little bit, but Ricardo just, you know, like a child, like he feels like no one's in the room. He would totally get lost in it.
Yeah.
And I thought he would be amazing in a music video. So, and then when I asked him, he was a little nervous, and even down to that,
shy.
he was quite shy, and
Yeah.
he was saying to me, like when we shot some of the dancing footage, he's like, "How do you want me to dance?"
It's like you normally dance, like this.
I know, and that day, and there was no rehearsals really. We just went straight into that venue, and then we just asked him to do the sort of just fist pumps, and just stay solid to the fist pumps, and then. But when we were recording all of that, it felt like my dreams had come true.
Yeah.
It really did. I really did. Because I love seeing like unusual people trying to act or trying to do something like that, and then actually pull it off. You think, well, that's great.
Yeah. Because he if you hadn't have told me that, I'd have thought, you know, you guys would have got an actor in to do that.
Yeah, he's really good, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like, he's really just solid.
I think he needs to be in more music videos.
Yeah,
I think, you know, so if you're watching this, man, like, do more music videos, dude. Like, you fucking awesome at it. Like, seriously, like, that was really, really good. I loved all the press ups and stuff. It was just a really cool like, kind of vibe to that video, and just
It's watching like a cartoon of what we imagined his day to be like. And so like it was, of course, he starts by doing press ups. He's at this man mountain, and then like of course he has free breakfasts. You know, like, and those were actually our breakfasts. We went to the cafe to get food, and we just left him at the table and took a shot of that, and we got the shots outside. It worked so well. I was like, okay,
the breakfast bit got me as well. That was excellent.
And he's always posting like selfies from that cafe.
Oh, is he?
And then, like the place down the road is a place called Malcolm's that is like an in-order shop that I've always walked past, so I want to get a shot of that. And just like kind of getting local landmarks in there as well. So it really, if you're from this area, which you know only a few people are, like it's really resonant. Like it makes sense, like the route he's taking and everything like that. It's fun.
Right.
Yeah.
And that sort of venue we filmed at the end is the Agincourt, which is this rock.
Yeah, it's the only rock club in town, and
in Camberley anyway.
It stopped getting new songs in like 2001. They still play Soil every week.
Nice. What? There's actually songs after 2001.
And then obviously we got the girls in there as well. We got the roller girls. So that they were from my wife's roller disco team, or no roller disco, roller derby. She's going to roller disco tonight. But yeah, the roller derby team. So they're a bunch of kind of very well-spirited like women who were like, we'll wear these paper masks and then go around this guy who's fist pumping. They were super up for it. It was amazing because they just love skating. You know, you give them an excuse to skate somewhere. They're gonna be like, okay.
Yeah, no, that's wicked. I really, and like, I wanted to talk about the track as well because like, I remember, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, when I saw you at the Green Door Store, did you just play that track?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, because I remember that one. Like, I remember it being really mathy and really kind of like wonky, as I like to, you know, most of the best music is wonky, so you know, it's I really love the sort of mathiness, and I think that's one thing I like about your band is that you guys aren't like afraid to kind of go there and then come back from it, and you know, and just kind of experiment with that sort of, you know, that way of thinking, which is really good. So yeah, buy the record, people. You know what I mean? It's just that I'm going to keep saying that throughout it until someone buys it. So
because I always think that we use those things as like flavourings. You know, so when we, like I don't know even what our default state is, but it's some kind of post rock. And then we'll use like a bit of math rock or a bit of traditional post rock or a bit of, you know, like dance or, you know, like two-step or something.
Yeah, or an into prog.
Yeah. But we use them as kind of flavourings on top of the baked pizza of post-rock, you know.
Yeah. I think that's a good way to be. Yeah. It's a good way to make music because it just sounds a little bit different, doesn't it?
Well, we got told by I'm gonna say this. we got told by this one site that we were not math enough to get coverage though. And I was like, motherfucker, have you heard ATM? Like, that song is math as. Yeah. We got told on one side that song was too noise rock, and then the other side said not math rock enough. You're like, just like, with your genres.
Yeah, I guess there's an element of purism in what we're trying to do, which I guess some genres would stick.
Yeah, I mean, like, to me that sounds like, you know, if someone's saying that sounds like you don't sound enough like the other band.
You're like, what?
That's what that says to me.
Yeah.
And that's often a really good. I think that's a really good rite of passage. Actually,
yeah, I think so.
If someone doesn't want, you know what I mean, it's like kind of. To use an 80s guitar legend of mine, like Alan Holdsworth, who's too rock for jazz radio and too jazz for rock radio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, you know, the guy's a genius. You know.
Exactly, he's doing his own thing.
So, So that's I often think when I've had friends, bands that when a record label's passed on them, you know what I mean, and like so well that's a good thing. You know what I mean? That means you're doing something good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we are. I mean, that's the thing you don't want to be like. You don't want to be like, especially some labels and stuff will release stuff that's pretty much sounds the same because they know it'll sell.
Yeah, it's like 50 Minds to Bears, you know. You're like,
I'm not taking away. People are wanting to make a living out of stuff, and I totally get that. But at the same time, if you're in the realms of making music, I think that you need to really try to do something creative with it. I think
it's got to be what comes from.
Absolutely, and I think that's where you guys can achieve that. I think.
That's what I think it's got so the label we are on rose coloured. Appreciate that someone like Andy would take a risk and put out a record like that because it's not easy to plug, it's not easy to put out. No,
it's not in any way commercial.
I know, but it's
like requires some attention. It requires you to actually actively listen to it. So and that's worth it though, isn't it? Like all the best records that you like are like records that you can't just kind of switch on in a minute and just hear half a song.
Got to do battle with it almost, you've got to be inside it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, what song are we going on to next then? What's next on the list?
It's
that was
talking.
That was a very awkward sort of
I feel like I talk all the time. So you can say
it's called Wallet Moth.
Wallet Moth.
Yeah, and if you buy any of our stuff or like our t-shirts, we've done this sort of design where we have an animal theme named to our tracks always.
Yeah.
And you can buy these t-shirts where I'm a moth. And these other guys are other animals, which we'll talk about it later.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. So
this is floaty moth.
Right. Let's have a listen. That was Wallet Moth. That was fucking wicked. I love that visual of the train in the middle. Yeah, that was just fucking wicked.
Yeah, that's my favourite bit, I think, in the whole project. So that's where it like. That's all Laura as well. That was Laura's editing that did that. I was like, oh my god, it's so good. We have to build an entire video around this concept now.
Yeah, because I think the whole thing started from this concept where I said to the guys, we all discovered that we could, film at this, film very good high rates on our phones. So we said, for the next 6 months, everywhere we go, can we just get this big pool of footage of everywhere we go and look out, and basically outside our homes on our walks. And that was done over 6 months, and we wanted to arc over that 6 months, and that was making the album as well.
Yeah.
So the plane shots at the end is us going to record the album. So it's like a 6 months art before we record the album.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, that's why like it starts like the gardens are all barren and there's like no leaves on the trees, and then it comes in like in the second verse you see more leaves and stuff come in, and
right, yeah,
and then the ending is just that kind of the amount of travelling we did over the summer as well is kind of symbolic of that.
And I guess a lot of people do that, especially with music videos, but I wanted it done in sort of an unobvious way, I guess. Some people almost like record themselves on journeys, it could be done in a certain way.
Or it'd be like an actual like travelogue kind of.
That's it. And then that can be a bit. I can't put it off now. So.
And it's kind of sets up, it kind of follows through the theme as well, which is we didn't necessarily want to be in these videos, and they're all from our point of view. Like, and as you're watching it with us, we can go, oh, that's my shot. Laura's like, oh, that's my house there, and that's my cat and stuff like that. But it's totally us, but we're just not in it. Like, we just didn't be part of the filming.
I love the hailstones bit. That was pretty good as well. I like that.
Yeah, because I ran out. I heard it hailing in my house because I got this like conservatory, so it's really loud. I'm like, oh my god! So I just ran out with my camera, like set on the tripod quickly, just like, okay, gotta get this. It's so good. I had these like crocuses on my lawn as well, which is just testament to the fact that I don't do my lawn well enough. So it's these random flowers in the middle. But they look really pretty, and then you can see them, and they get trampled down over the course of the year, and so I got some shots of that. It's really, really kind of fun.
I was thinking that this one big basically collage, and we tend to do that quite a lot with our music. I guess a bit as well. It's just sort of like makeshift, like that would just go together well. And we thought like, oh, that would look alright together. Just wedge it like just together, and somehow it will sort of work. It's a bit like the album cover has that idea of slices from all the visuals. And what was funny is when I came up with that idea, I started with like very symmetrical sort of lines. And then the one we actually chose was like strips of film, just like because it seemed more representative.
It's a really eye-catching like kind of record cover as well. It's really nice and it looks really nice on the vinyl, the size of that, and I really like that. It's really like I say, eye-catching. It's
we probably took like 30-40 pictures for the cover of the album, like different arrangements of those pieces, because I had it set up in my living room. We had the light set up in there. And then every kind of couple of nights, me and my missus would get there, and we would move all the pieces around because she's an artist, as we'll get to in a little bit. And so we'd move all the pieces around, and we'd super ordered. And you did a bunch as well. Super ordered. And it looked pretty cool. And then there was one that we moved everything everywhere and balanced it and thought about where the colours are. And so it looks like it's random, but it actually took ages to put all the pieces there.
Oh yeah, that's really interesting.
And I even got like local artist who did our last album cover, Karina. She sat in this living room with me, and we made almost like a 3D versions of that. Yeah. So we made a 3D version of the strips.
We should try to put release those pictures somewhere because they're cool.
They're good.
We've got like hundreds of pictures of like prep for the album.
You could maybe do like a book or something. Just like a sort of art book,
Yeah. I just think I had this idea for especially artwork and a lot of the whole film to be really clashy. Because sometimes we can go very cinematic, black and white, or very continuous. But I'm just going to wedge these colours and ideas together, and somehow it will stick. And whether it looks clashy good or clashy bad, I can't quite tell. But I thought, because sometimes, especially when it comes to sort of like the indie scene, some people go very sort of minimal and very, very, and then I was like, well, we're not that sort of band, and then, and whether you can just be upfront and, confrontational, like in that way, I guess.
Yeah, no, I think it really, really works, and I think, it ties in really well in the way you're describing, like the album cover to the videos as well, and it really works with the music. So I think it kind of ties in quite well. I think it's quite hard, I think, to come up with concepts like that. You know what I mean? I think if someone that asked me to come up with a concept, I'd be like, what?
I was quite pleased how it all fed into each other. Like every aspect of everything fed into everything else, and so there are times like the next video we're about to watch is actually we filmed it as we were recording it, so that was just like, well, we're here in this space, this looks cool, let's knock a video out while we're here, and that concept comes together, and they say the cover where all of the images on the cover are from the videos, from all the 6 videos. Right. It's just everything informs everything else. It's a really cohesive piece of work. I think I'm really happy with that.
It's really the more I find out about it, the more interesting it is. Yeah, what's the next one we're going to watch then?
So the next one is Go for the Throat.
Go for the Throat.
Which is again
Go for the Throat.
Go for the Throat.
Yeah, because the animal pun.
Yeah, we made this noose for ourselves years ago. Now we've got to stick to it.
I think you've got a strong animal pun game. I think. Like big in the animal pun world.
It gets hard after a time. You're like, how many more animals are there to go? We used cat before, we can't use cat again.
We like them so much. Oh.
Yeah, I know. Our whole next album could just be about cats.
Cat concept album.
Yeah. Or dogs, we could do the album about Poppy.
No, we can't do it. I can't become one of those women.
Because the next album could just be a picture of Poppy's face. It's like a big close up of her stupid face. Like, just looking at you like.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
This is future ideas right here.
Oh yeah, this is how we roll. Yeah.
This is an exclusive right here, so you know.
If an idea makes us laugh, it probably will get made.
You're just like, no.
Make about my cat then, that's fine. I'm gonna go this. My cat's pretty. We'll put her on the cover.
This is YouTube fodder, isn't it? Talking about pets.
Yeah, cats. Yeah.
Maybe we can have a clickbait thing, you know, you wouldn't believe this cat. Right, okay, so go for the throat. Let's do it. Right, so I was promised a big long concept story on this one. So
yeah, so because this is the last song we wrote for the records,
right,
and it was also the last video we conceived of. Because by this point we knew we had to make it was going to be 6 songs, and we were at 5 songs, and so we're like, we need another song and another video. And we've got like 2 months or something to come up with it. And so we wrote the song originally as an acoustic song was the original idea.
Right.
Which is let's strip it right back, just went really quiet in the middle of the record. And so we did that, and that's quite nice. And it used like a bass chord. I always wanted to use a bass chord, like this particular one that I was using in that. So I was like quite happy with that. And we gave it to Mark, and Mark came back with this amazing like techno version, which is double the speed of even this version.
Oh, really?
Like it was amazing. But it's probably a bit too banging for what we wanted it to be. So we ended up stripping that back, didn't we? But that was, oh my god, how good was that version? That like banging techno version. We need to say, here's our acoustic song, Mark, and he comes back with, here's a banging techno song. You're like, oh, it's so good. Like what? Completely changed the entire direction of the song.
Because we did those early recording sessions at the Western Centre, which is a venue in Aldershot, and I was really interested in how, because I met an engineer called James, and he's interested in how spaces affect your performance. And then I was into that, and that's how that idea sort of developed.
Yeah, because that was originally about reverb, wasn't it?
Yeah, about
so
reverb.
we were
I
trying
was
to make
like-
it really reverby and roomy.
And yeah.
Yeah. So that demo version, which I think you can find on our YouTube, it's just we called it "Go for a Nap," but that did the demo.
Go for a nap.
And so we settled on this kind of version that was between the two tempos, so not quite as slow, but not quite as banging as that one. And then we thought we would make the video in Austria when we were there, and again follows the theme of we didn't want to be in these videos, and so we filmed everything but us in the studio. And so in a lot of the shots, like there's someone like there, like in the shot. You know, there's a bunch where Laura's playing guitar that I was filming on, and so I'm filming Dom, who was our engineer on that. Dominic, how do you say it?
There we go.
Yeah.
What a name! That's an Austrian
Yeah,
name.
he's
Yes.
awesome dude.
Great. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, he let us camp out in his it's like a back house in this like mountains home in Austria. Yeah, it was just amazing.
Wicked.
So we had to to get up to it, and we had to drive up a steep mountain, but then the road stopped, and then we had to go to 4x4 mode to get to the final part of the mountain range.
Yeah, when we got there, there's this tractor,
the woodchopper man.
There's this giant tractor coming down the road. There's this really narrow hill, and Dom looks scared,
'cause
and
his
he's like,
neighbour is nuts,
"Oh,
yeah.
he might be drunk." I'm like, "What?" And like the first thing you see when you get into Austria is like, genuine fear on your host's face. It's like, "Oh yeah, this guy might be too drunk to notice that we're here." He might hit us. It's like, okay, cool. And so we rented gear, which is really cool because we rented it from the city like 100, 200 miles away, and then he turned up like 20 minutes after us with all his gear, and we just unloaded it and got set up and started recording the album.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's really it's fun.
Yeah, because I did wonder how you would like get all the gear over it and stuff like that.
Yeah, we just literally took our guitars. Did Mark take a snare or anything?
He took some mics.
Yeah, because he's got those in mics because he's recordy anyway, so he took half of his stuff. Fancy technical boy. I don't know how long that was.
He does all them computers and all that, doesn't he?
Yeah,
exactly. So as I say, we can't simply, for some reason, make a track. We had to make, and then also when we perform it live, I have to do quite a lot of Ableton Live use multiple triggers. So that's another factor of that track. it was quite a live thing to pull off. It's quite a feat as well.
It's
that as well.
Because you have to be set up into loops, and because you don't want to place a backing track because it's kind of lame anyway, isn't it? If nothing else, to be like, here's our backing track. Let's play it. So it's like here we have to be fancy. So it's like, okay, Laura's got one button to start it and another button to next loops, and we've got like 4 or 5 loops in it.
Yeah, and in some in the drop section, I have 7 pedals on my normal pedal. So I have to like pedal dance.
As you like replicate the sound that Mark made on
a
like
synth,
on a synth, with your guitar. It's just it's super cool. It's a testament to how good you are that actually works at all live on the internet.
Sounds really easy.
Don't tend to play it live very often, to be fair.
I bet when it does, it's wicked. Yeah, I bet it's wicked. I really love the fire in that video as well. I thought it was it was really cool.
Because that was like. Because I love slow motion anything, slow mo fire, it's like slow mo water.
I guess when we're editing this, we were a bit of tension because I always want to let things breathe. You always wanted like super fast edits, slow mo, more slow mo. It's like a Transformer film all the time.
So you can fit 10 edits in a second, why don't you?
Because that's the thing, is this tension. Because like traditionally music videos, obviously it's high gain edits, and it's a 1 per second. But then I wanted to make a film that keeps your attention for half an hour, so there's this balance, isn't there, of making.
Yeah, you don't want to have too much. Too much too soon, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's definitely like the breathing space track, isn't it, as well? In the album and the film, where it gives you just time just to be like, oof, those last 3 tracks were kind of dense, and now the next one's about to be insanely dense. So here's just a nice one that's just a bit like, okay, take a chill.
For the proper all brand of denseness.
Yeah, exactly. Before we drop just lead on you.
So what's the next one then? What we listening to next?
The next one is called Cornholio Slaps the Goose.
Cornholio Slaps the Goose.
I don't even understand how this title is.
Where did that title come from?
I think this was a Johnny title, wasn't it? Our old drummer Johnny had a knack for mental titles. And so this is one of his classics. It's just like, where did that even come from? He said it one day, didn't he? Oh, this song's called Cornholio Slaps the Goose. I'm like, yeah, great. Great. It totally is.
Yes it is. Okay, let's have a little watch then. That was really wicked. I really love that animation. How did that come about?
So that was me and my lovely lady wife Eleanor. We it was again, this is like a drunken boast gone too far. Like I was like, oh yeah, I can do an animation. It can't be that difficult. How many frames are in 5 minutes? A lot. And so yeah, so I was like, well, I broke it down into sections, and I was like, this can't be that difficult. There are only, I think there's 15 sections in the song, so I was like, that's not too bad. But it took us about 4 months to do. Like it's just on our kitchen or our like dining room table basically, with a light and this really kind of ghetto like iPhone rig basically that I set up to be above the. It was really hard to get a camera above the animation stuff, but without casting a shadow. I was like, it's so difficult. And I had this little Bluetooth thing to take pictures of it, so I wasn't always nudging the camera. As you can see, like the first kind of maybe 20 seconds of the video is quite jerky. It moves around a lot. And that's because I was pressing the button on the phone and I was like, that doesn't work. Okay, let's get it. I need the Bluetooth thing and then get it smoother after that.
I can't remember if as well, like I always feel like, so if you're like a fine artist, you don't ever get your sort of rock and roll moment that you deserve, I think. And I knew Ellie was like a really cool artist, and I was like, I'm sure we can take it to the next level.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because she's a lot like us in her approach, in that she's like really like abstract and colourful and clashy and doesn't give a fuck. She's just like I'm just doing what I do, and if you like it, then that's great. If you don't like it, well, okay, never mind. And so I really love her stuff, and so I was really wanted to work with her on it, and just to kind of get her to help out. So all of the painting in that is her, and I was just basically saying this section is 50 frames long, so we got to get 50 stages between like nothing and the end section of this, and try to link them together somehow. it was difficult. Like,
and I think me and Eddie both like Michel Gondry, who's a director, and he's
Yeah.
very childlike.
yeah,
Like there's like an innocent funness to it as well, and it's always
definitely Michel Gondry is like, you know, all over this project. You know,
Yeah,
like,
it is,
it's
yeah,
just
it's-
that.
Yeah,
that whole-
and he does a lot of like makeshift special effects, all done in front of camera and stuff, which I'm always
Right.
super interested in.
Yeah.
And that sort of tactileness to the creating the visuals in front of you type thing.
Yeah, because to me sometimes it's the inventiveness of coming up with a concept or executing like a special effect is almost more important than does it work, you know, like the effect can almost work, but if you can kind of see the strings and you can kind of enjoy that part of it, the handmade nature of the effect, and that's the entertainment. So that's what I quite like about especially this video, where you literally see Eddie's hands in points, and I did that on purpose. So I was like, I quite want like the hand of the artist in there.
Yeah, that's It wouldn't. I don't think it would have been as good if you hadn't had that. To be honest, I think it gives it a bit of a sort of human element. The bit that caught my eye in that video was when the sort of, because it was kind of mostly focused on the sort of animation part, and then I think the camera came down a little bit, and it got like there was a bit of, it was like almost like a different dimension of it.
Yeah, totally.
So it's like, oh yeah, this is actually on paper and being kind of done. Yeah. And I think that's like, and then that ties in with the hands, and I love at the end where the camera comes up as well, and you see, that's really really good, because there's so much like, oh, you can't sort of break the fourth wall. You got to keep the you know. Like, I really like that, and it seems to work really really well. Again,
that
with
was
the
super
concept.
conscious. It kind of almost references the like, you know, there's old like Bugs Bunny cartoons. Sometimes you see the hand in that when you're drawing things and adding it into the cartoon. I always love that. So I definitely wanted that. The sense of this is being made in front of you as we go. I think that really really comes across, and I think it works really really well. Again, song-wise as well, just a really good choice of song for that as well. Really good pacing as well, I thought, and I really really loved that. I hadn't seen that one before. That was really good. It's the one that we're like, is that people gonna like this? I don't know if they're gonna like it. I don't know if it's good. Like I think it's dense and it's got a lot of themes in it. I'm still not entirely sure it's good. I like the drawing bits. The drawing bits came from when we were in Austria, and we did this bit where we danced in front of like a wall, and just Dom was taking pictures really fast, and so it's like an animation when you play it back. So I just took all those frames and drew over them, like just simple drawings, and then broke it down and got Ellie to colour it in, because she's better with colour than I am. So I was really happy with how that came out.
Like shades of Aha take on me.
Totally.
But like thoroughly more entertaining, I think. Like I really like that as well. That was really good. Just really, I liked all the words coming up as well. Like
I've sort of got that sat in my living room actually. I keep walking past that every day, like the ballas, like they're on top of my piano.
Because when we did our album launch, we performed live with the videos, but we also had an art exhibition on at the same time, and then we had a whole wall full of all the cells from that animation, so it covered one mirror wall, so you could see every frame that's created in that animation.
I think it was like, was it 90 or something? I mean, it's 30 per wall or something.
Yeah, so you could go across that whole wall. And then we had other artists. We had Karina, we had my friend Amy did a series of photography, we had my friend James, he did like a drone track as well, which was
it was a remix of thingy, wasn't it, of Go For. There's a 20-minute drone remix of Go For the Throat out there. Like, look it up, it's amazing. And it sold
really out that night, so all the artwork that night sold, like Karina sold all their canvases, and everyone did pretty well.
Because Karina did 6 paintings for each track of the record. Like, there's so many layers to all of this. Like, I tell you, we were on fire.
So much work.
Yeah, that year, I tell you.
It was like the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
You guys did. If you think you guys did that a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So a lot of people kind of would do 10 years or something to do something.
Yeah, like that. No, it was too much.
How the fuck did you manage that? That was ridiculous.
We had a calendar. Like, this weekend we're shooting this video, this weekend we're shooting that.
Super organised though.
Is it sunny out? Okay, we can do jelly today. Like, there were only 3 sunny days that year, I think, that we had the possibility to do it, to shoot on.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, I loved Karina's work when she did it for that exhibition, because I saw in her house, her husband's a carpenter, and he had to make this bigger easel for her to be able to fix 6 along the line So
Oh,
basically,
wow.
so 6 canvases in in a line, and then she has synesthesia, if I can say it.
Synesthesia.
And then, there you go. Anyway.
Synesthesia.
So, there you go. That's it. So you always, and then she did a time lapse of her doing it in real time,
Right.
listening to the album, and then the colours and that will interplay into the
Oh
album.
wow.
Yeah,
And that's what
amazing.
sold out that night. Yeah. So she.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's wicked.
Yeah.
That's wicked.
So there's too much back material. So like,
There's a lot of backstory in
as I was
this.
trying to describe it, I'm like, how can we package all this so someone can see it and take it in? Because there's so much cool stuff around it.
No, this is a very collaborative album.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah. So anyone who had any skill, I was like, do something for me. Anything, literally anything. You'd be in this. You're probably in this album. Yeah. I didn't know you at the time, so you didn't.
That's alright. That's fine. That's absolutely fine.
You're on
I
next one
believe
already.
it. I won't take it personally at all.
Our next record is all hip hop. You're in.
Actually, yes. So, what track was that? Was that track 5 or was
Yeah,
that
that
track?
was called Hoyo.
Right. So we're moving on to the last one. So, talk us through what you've decided to do for the last track.
Right, yeah. So this is called "Put Your Hands Up If You Like Sloths."
Yeah.
I love it. People will do that at a gig as well. You say "Put your hands up if you like sloths," and everyone's like, "Okay, it's great."
Who doesn't like
Yeah,
sloths?
yeah. Really,
You know what I
who
mean? You have to be a
Monsters.
cold, heartless bastard not to like sloths.
Yeah, I think this track is the album, the track I pushed myself the furthest I could go,
Right.
guitar-wise. I think I used every effect, every pedal. Yeah, you'll see what I mean. We'll listen to a little clip of it, I guess.
Yeah, nice. Well, being as this is the last track, I just want to thank everyone for tuning in to watch this, and please like, share, and subscribe. It really, really helps the channel. Please go and buy this record because it's really, really good. If you buy it, you get a download code, and you will be able to download the film. Is that I'm saying that correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's well worth doing. Support a really, really good band. All this collaborative effort. If you've lasted through the show this long, then you know this is a real. I just don't know. I mean, it's not like I don't think you guys are not interested. I think it's me that's not interested. So like, you know what I mean. So yeah, if you managed to put up with my shite for so long, then please go and buy this record. I'll put the link in the description for it. And what's the name of the last track again?
Put your hands up if you like sloths.
That's it. Put your hands up if you like sloths. Thanks very much, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.